This entire session is going to be recorded. Sorry for the inconvenience with the link. I'll be sharing the link here.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, dear. Good evening. Hi. Hi. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. So, if anyone can even help me in the group, like if someone is asking, y'all can just add them to the group also, because it's a free session. So, should we start? Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll wait for a few more minutes for others to join, okay? We'll wait for some more time. Sorry for the delay, okay?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good evening. It's good evening, okay? It's not good afternoon now. All right?
Good evening, ma'am.
So are you from SMG? Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all.
How are you, ma'am?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I am fit and fine. Thank you, ma'am.
We'll wait for a couple of minutes more and we'll start, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll start with our session. I think many parents are also out here and many kids are there. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. This is Gauri. I'm working as a software engineer for the last 10 years. I'm into the IT field and I'm married for 7 years now. I have a daughter who's 6 years old. Her name is Meghna. I think you'll have seen her in the videos, right? So she's into class 1 right now, okay? And the primary reason for me to conduct this workshop is because many of my daughter's friends and my colleagues were requesting me on seeing her development through this pandemic time when she was with me personally at home. Okay. And basically, many of them were happy that she improved a lot through her day-to-day academics and also in her day-to-day writing skills, reading skills, and memorizing. Okay, so that is the only reason. Yeah, someone is interrupting me. Tell me. Okay, so let us not disturb others. If there is any question, you can raise your hand and answer. Okay. So now basically that's what I was telling, that this session is a pure free one and you all are going to be viewing a lot of basics of handwriting, okay? And you will be learning the basics along with some tricks and tips, okay? Fine. So now let us start the session. So first and foremost, I'll be beginning with the basics for the preschoolers. Preschoolers meaning who are there in the lower classes, that is from nursery, or even those who have not stepped into nursery. Okay, yeah. So now I'll focus on to the screen. Okay, so as you all see, parents, one tip. So when you all are starting for preschoolers, writing has to be done on a flat ground, that is your floor, so that they get the hand grip level, which is always tight and it is not loosened, and they also can bend freely and do their writing. So if you are starting itself on a table, etc., right, you will have issues. Okay, they will not be able to do it very what to say easily, or even they'll not be able to hold their grip well, and this is where they start losing their interest in good handwriting. Okay, so that is why for preschoolers and toddlers who are ranging from this 2.5 to 3 years, who are just beginning to write, ensure that you always put them on the floor first and start teaching them how to write. Okay, so please give me a couple of minutes. I'll just start sharing my screen and you can view how to start writing. And that is going to be the first stage for 2 years to 3 years. Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Please request all of you to stay on mute, dear children. When you want to ask a question, right, so please unmute yourself or raise your hand and I'll allow you all to ask. Okay? So first and foremost, if you all see, we have 4 kind of grips. Okay, what are they? I'll show you. One is the cylindrical grip or the cylindrical grasp. The child who is around 2 to 3 years will be holding the pen this way only. Okay, he or she will hold the pen or the pencil or any writing material only this way. Okay, so you should always, as parents, encourage the children to use any writing material when they are young and give them a piece of paper to start developing or exploring their skills. So the little ones will start writing this way. So you should allow them to scribble, to do some line drawing, to do any kind of shape drawing with no hazels. Okay, so don't hesitate to give any writing material to your toddler and encourage them to use their grasps and do it really at the first stages of their writing. Okay, so kindly request all of you to stay on mute. I will otherwise mute all now. So you can raise your hand and then I will unmute you. Okay? Fine. So now, the second type of grasp that the children start to use is called the modified tripod grasp. Okay? They'll be using the pen or the pencil or any sketch pen, any writing material at the tip. Okay? So this is one more grasp. And next is they start using this way also. This is called as a digital grasp. Okay. So these grasps are not recommended for a neat handwriting. They are all incorrect way of holding a pen or a pencil. Okay. Definitely from the age group of 2, 2.5, etc., you will be using only this kind of a material, right? That is a pencil, right? So all little ones should be encouraged to use the pencil this way. This is called as the tripod grasp. Okay, so you should encourage your little one to start holding the pencil this way only. This is the most recommended grasp across the world for little ones to write neatly. As in how they grow, they can change their grasp. That is a different aspect totally. Okay. So if your toddlers are using this method, or this method, please correct them to hold their pencil tightly here with all the 5 fingers. Okay. Only then they can write neatly. So first and foremost, I'll be teaching the strokes for age group 2 to 3 onwards. Okay. So we will see how to write on a 4-line sheet in the first place. Okay. So I'll teach you how to do the strokes. So that is what, as little ones, you will be starting from day 1, isn't it? So you will have to start writing the strokes. First and foremost, all parents, please make a note. You cannot start with the alphabets directly for the little ones. You should start with the strokes only. So the first and foremost stroke is the slanting stroke. Okay? Or even you can teach them the standing line stroke.
One second.
Yes?
Ma'am, 1 second.
Yes? Tell me.
I still didn't write the dots. Can I?
Oh, you want to write it? Don't waste your time in doing it right now. Okay. I'll be recording the session for you. So we'll just cover the basics. Okay. You can go through the session and then do it later. Okay, children. So now you need not have to worry about writing it on the spot. Okay. You'll just wait and listen to whatever I teach. After that, you can rewind the session and you can do it yourself later. Okay, fine. Now let us continue. So you start placing the dots first on the red line, then on the 3rd line, that is the blue line, 2nd blue line, and you join them. This is a standing line, a standing stroke. Then you have a sleeping stroke as well. And as I already told you, this is a left standing stroke and this is a right standing stroke. Okay. As I told you all in the video, there are 7 strokes for the capital block letter writing. Okay. Which are they? The left standing stroke, the right standing stroke, the standing line, sleeping line, the curve. Okay. This curve. Sorry, I made a mistake here. This is for the capital letters, right? So you have to place them on the red line and the 3rd line, which is the 2nd blue line. Okay. And you go from the top to the bottom and your grip, as I always tell you all, it should be tight and you should leave an impression on the paper. You cannot leave like this. Okay. You cannot do such things which are incorrect. Okay. You should hold a pencil tight. Your handwriting cannot be light. It has to always be bit darker. So you will have to press your pencil and do the writing. Do not ever write it very lightly. Your teacher will not be able to see. Nobody will be able to see and you will not get good marks for your writing. Okay. So this is the first stroke, the 2nd stroke, the 3rd stroke, 4th stroke, 5th one is the left curve. Sixth one, again, you place the dots on the first on the red line, the second on the third line, which is the second blue line.
Ma'am?
Yes,
Ma'am?
who's that? Yes, please.
The video is getting stuck.
Is it? Okay, maybe some network interruptions. I'm sorry about that. I think it will be back. Okay. Now you're able to see? Yeah. Can you all show me a thumbs up? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is the sixth stroke. That is the right curve. Then the last and the final one is your smallest stroke. That is from your second blue line to, from your first blue line to the second blue line, which is the smaller curve. Yes, please come up with your question. Tell me.
Ma'am, we should write this?
No, not required. You need not write it. Okay, just concentrate. Fine. So these are the 7 strokes for your English alphabets, which is capital letter writing. Okay. So with this, we have learned the strokes. Now we are going to learn how to write the English alphabets. Okay. So let me show you some 5 letters because the session I have to cover even for the elder children. Okay. So I will help you 5 letters. Okay. We'll pick up some random 5 letters with the curves and with the straight slanted lines as well, and we will do it right now. Okay. So first and foremost, we'll start with the first letter. First letter.
Brother is not coming.
A. Okay. First letter is A. How do you write A? We put a dot always on the red line, another dot on the second blue line, and then join it. Always ensure to press your pencil. Do not write lightly. Okay. Join from the first dot to the second dot and then in between. Okay. This is how you start practicing. Okay. Do not worry about any other aspects. You always, whoever is writing, the boy or the girl, whoever is writing, please ensure that you all put dots for them. Parents, you all have to ensure that in the first place. If you all don't put the dots, their handwriting will not legibly improve. Okay. So the second letter, I'll take a curved letter. That is, we'll take G. Okay. G is a bit unique, isn't it? You all have a left curve. Then again, you will have to go top. You all have to go left, which is a sleeping line. Okay. Left and right. And then come down. This is a standing line. So you have to place your dots and only then practice. So who's going to put the dots? You all have to decide. Is it your mother, father, or yourself? So initially when you're practicing, you will have to put the dots mandatorily and only then do your writing. Okay. Even when you're writing for the examination,
Ma'am, I put the dots by my own.
Okay, very good. That is appreciable. Good. Okay, okay. So let us not interrupt. Okay, let us continue. Fine. So now, after this, we'll take one more letter, which is very difficult. Which letter is that? That is S. How do you write S? Put a dot. Go towards your left. Take a curve slowly. And then come till your right. Okay. Again, take a curve, go till your left. And this has to be done equally. This letter is the difficult letter and it will take some time. Okay. So do not worry. And please ensure, dear parents, always teach the strokes for a minimum of 1 to 2 months at least. In some cases, when they are slow, please help them to do the strokes for almost 2, 3 or 4 months also. Only after they get their strokes with the dots correct, you should start teaching them the alphabets. If you all start it in a hurry and if you are rushing, this is not going to help them improve their writing at all. So this forms the basics, and please have patience to put the dots and do the practice. So always take one full, or sometimes who are little capable and faster in learning, you can take half a page and repeat, ensure that they repeat those letters, okay, in an order 4 to 5 times with the dots. Never do without dots for the initial 6 to 7 months at least, okay? Only then they'll be able to learn it right. So always do it right the first time itself so that it builds in their practice, okay? So now I will just show you the pic which we have taken during our video session, okay? So here I have put the dots for all the alphabets, okay? From A to Z. This is how you have to start putting
Ma'am, I
dots.
have to write it now.
No, that's not needed. Don't write it now.
I have to start it to write.
Sorry?
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to write it now, okay? Not to worry, okay? Just take a look, and this is how you have to write in future when you're doing it, fine? Okay, so this ends up the block capital writing. So that is for age group 2.5 to 3.5 almost. So 3.5 to 4, they'll all start writing with the normal small letter writing, okay, right? From age group 3 to 4, they're going to start with their small English alphabet writing, okay? So I'll show you how to do that right now. So for that as well, you have the stroke-based learning only. There also, you should start using strokes to write. Always practice only with strokes, curves, okay? After that, you can do things very easily. So for small English alphabet writing, we have 8 strokes, okay? What are those 8 strokes? So let us see that now, okay? I'll show you how to do it. So first and foremost, you have curves. Here mostly it will be curves, okay? So these curves will always be in between the blue lines, okay? So this is the first curve, which is towards your left side. Place the dot, first dot on the first blue line, second dot on the second blue line, and go from your left and join it. Fine?
Ma'am,
yes?
I have a doubt.
Please come up with it. Tell me.
Ma'am, when are you going to teach 9 to 10 years, ma'am?
Yeah, that will take another 15 minutes, dear. Okay? It will take another 15 minutes maximum. Okay? I'll start.
9 to 8. I mean,
sorry?
9 to 10 classes because I'm 9 years.
Okay, I'll take that in another 15 minutes. Okay, I'll finish with the small letter writing and then we start with the cursive. Okay?
Yeah,
done?
right.
Okay, fine. Now, we have the second curve, which is towards your right. Okay? The third one is the up curve. Okay, for up curve, you will be placing the dots on the same line. This is a little tricky. Okay, you will be practicing this curve with dots on the same line. It will be the second blue line. Okay, and you will go from down, take a bend on the top and reach the second dot. Okay, now next, you will be having the bottom curve. For bottom curve, you will be placing both the dots on the first blue line. Okay. So you will be joining it this way like a U. Okay. So left curve, right curve, up curve, down curve. So what is the fifth one we are going to see? That is small standing line. Okay, small one. Again, you're going to place the dots for small letters on the same line. Okay. For the sleeping line. Sorry, I think I mentioned it as standing line. Sorry, this is a sleeping line. Again, let us see a small standing line. Okay. Next, once again, you will be using the small left slanting line and the right slanting line. Once again, dear parents and children, ensure you all practice these curves onto single pages every day, at least once, till you all get the lines, strokes neatly and in a straight manner. It should not go like this, like this, like this. Okay. They should always look straight and neat. So as I told you, you should have a dark graphite pencil. Okay. The name of the pencil that is good in quality is DOMS. There are other pencils also, but as a parent, I would prefer using this. Okay. So you can use this pencil. It's available in the markets. Okay. So you can use this and always try to press your pencil a little bit harder while writing so that it looks darker and you don't have to use extra glasses to see your content. Okay. So that is more important. And then after doing these strokes, you will start writing the small alphabets A, B, C, D. So I'll show you a few. Okay. Just like how we did in capital letters, we will see in small letters. Some 4-5 letters I will teach you. And then we'll move to cursive writing. That's for the elder kids. Okay. Now we will see the letter, some different letter we'll take. We'll take Q. Okay. So Q has all the strokes involved. Okay. Now we saw so many strokes, right? We saw small curve, all these curves. A mix of all these curves is letter Q in small alphabets. How it appears? Yes. It has a left curve. You have to join. Now this becomes a standing line and you'll have to go till down. So one more standing line, then a slanting line as well. Okay. Now one more unique letter is R. So R has a standing line and a bent curve which doesn't join anywhere. It is in the middle. Okay. Not even in the middle, I would say it is just a little over to the upper line.
Ma'am?
Letters. Yes, please tell me a question.
What age, which age is this, ma'am?
This is for LKG and UKG children. Okay. After this, I'll be coming to class 1, 2, and 3. Then for the higher classes. Okay. Fine.
So you can improve.
Okay. So now we'll continue with the classes. Okay. Now we'll go to the next letter. That is, we'll take letter H. Okay. H is a bit easy. It combines a bigger standing line. Yes.
Ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Ma'am?
Yes, tell me.
Fifth standard, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll be teaching. It will take another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. I'll be teaching for 5th as well. Okay. It is still class 10. Okay. Yeah. We'll continue with the classes. Now from here, you'll be having a up curve. We learned now, right? An up curve that frames your H. Okay. Next, we will be using the one more alphabet. We'll be using some other strokes and framing one more alphabet. So let us take T. How do you write T? You have a bigger standing line. We just like how we used for the capital letter writing. And then we take a small U curve and we put a sleeping line as well. So this is how you start placing your dots and doing your neat handwriting. Okay? Did you all understand? So this ends up with the small letter writing. I'll show you all the alphabets because I cannot cover for everybody. And I'll be sharing all the videos. Okay? So don't have to worry about it. So I have put the dots over here and then join these letters. So as I mentioned, I'll be reiterating the same fact again and again. So you will have to start practicing them for at least a month. And only then you'll be able to write them neatly. Okay? So do it right the first time. Okay? Now, the most expected session, which was the cursive handwriting, which is on a 2-line page, right? So far we all studied with a 4-line page. Now we are going to come up with a 2-line page. But first and foremost thing, even for a cursive handwriting, you should always start practicing on a 4-line and only then go to the 2-line. Okay? So that is the first tip and trick. There are a few parents, few students who directly start writing on a 2-line for cursive handwriting. Do not do that mistake. Okay? Please always ensure to use a 4-line note or a 4-line page to practice your cursive writing in the first stages. Okay? After that only you will be able to do it legibly on a 2-line. Okay? So I'll teach you how to do the 2-line writing. So this is for all the age groups. So there were little ones who were asking me, ma'am 4th, ma'am 3rd, ma'am 5th, I think. So all those children start paying attention. This is for everybody right from class 1 to 10 who will be using the cursive writing. Okay. Now we are going to do from class 1, 2, 3. That is age group 5, 6 and goes on. Okay. So we'll start. So how to do your cursive writing? Cursive writing always needs bends and curves. So here also it is a stroke-based learning, but there will be too many bends and curves. Okay. So first I'll teach you how to write A. The more focused session is for cursive writing only. Okay. So see, always start with a curve and end with a curve. Can you see? Always start with a curve and end with a curve. If you are leaving it like this doesn't look very neat when compared to this. This is what happens when you start writing pages. So as a whole you see a page, it will not look neat. As single alphabets, maybe this also looks neat. But when you are learning, learn it right. Okay? So let us see how to do it. So first I taught you all A. Now how to write alphabet B. Okay? Let us see. Start with a curve, go up, come down, and you need to bend your hand. Your hand should have a free flow. Though you're holding your pencil tight, you should have a free flow. This is what you should ensure. And see, once again, I'm using dots. Okay? So start with the curve, go above, reach here, curve inside, and go outside. Okay? And parents ensure that they have a free flow while writing and keep allowing them to trace on these. Okay, so you can, and as I always mentioned in the video, use sketch pens preferably so that they start tracing on it, but for them you have to provide the pencil only so that they have this grip, everything intact. Okay, so next letter C. Again, place a dot, start with a little curve, go above, come back, come back. That is very important. Come back and then stop with a curve. Similarly, for D, if anybody is having a problem in class 3 or 2 or 4 or 5, this is the recap that they have to do to improve their writing. Even a class 5 student, if they do not have a good handwriting, when they come for handwriting sessions, they will be asked to once again go back to a 4-line book, do their writing over here and take practice, and only then step to a 2-line. So that is why I'm reiterating, when you're starting to write your cursive, please do it only from a 4-line book. Do not start right away onto a 2-line page. Okay, that will not help to improve your handwritings. Fine. Okay, now next letter is letter E, right? So you place a dot, take a curve, go above and stop. Okay. Now next, we'll see for the letter F. Again, place a dot, start the curve, up above to the red line, down again to the red line, reach in the middle where we place this dot. Same place, reach in the middle and leave a curve. Similarly, for G, again, place a dot, go above, come down. These are all having the same curves like your A, C, D, E, right? So this curve is the most important curve for cursive. Come down, take a curve. Now letter H. Up above, come down, a bend. So always start with a curve, end with a curve. Start with a curve, end with a curve. That is more important. Next, letter I. Letter I, don't write like this. This is wrong. It will not look good when you write it this way. So just leave a small bend. That should be sufficient. A small bend. Do not go too up. This is one small indication or a trick that helps you to make this alphabet look neat. Okay. Next, for J, go above, come completely down, leave a small curve. Okay. K, again, place the dot, bend, up above, down, reach again till the blue line. Take a curve, bend. Your hand should flow easily. Okay. Reach to the same point we placed this dot. And then stop with the curve only. Okay. Next is L. So place a dot again. Start, up above, end it. See, all my letters are having curves. That is the most important tip. Okay. Next, letter M. Start with a curve. Do not start with a standing line. Don't write like this. This is not M in cursive. This is M in small alphabets. This is incorrect. Okay, you should start with a small curve above. Come down, come down, come down, and take it. This is M in cursive. Okay? And this is N. Start with a curve, end with a curve. Now O. Start with a curve, just like your C. Go above, trace back, join it, and take it outside. Start with a curve, end with a curve. Got it? Then P. P, alphabet P goes up above, comes down completely, and again goes to the middle and a curve. Okay? So next is alphabet Q. Correct? Yeah? So let us see that. Alphabet Q comes this way. Just like you see. Again, trace back, come down completely, and stop. This is the only letter which doesn't have an ending curve. So please remember that fact. Okay? Next, R. Start with the curve, turn inside, reach here, come down, end with a curve. S. Start with a curve, reach above, turn inside, and turns inside itself. There are few children who write it this way also. Both are correct. Okay? Both are correct. T. Start with a curve, go above, end with a curve, and join the line. Did someone ask me a question? Is there anyone who wants to ask me something? I heard ma'am. Okay, fine. We'll continue. Okay? Yes?
I wrote.
You wrote it. Very good. Good job. Okay, let us continue. Okay, we'll discuss later. Let us continue. Okay, T. Now U. Start with a curve. Go above. Come down. Go above. Again. Stop here. Okay, small curve. Okay, it should not have big curve. Like I told you for I, it should have a very small curve. It should not look like this. This looks like some other unique alphabet. Okay, so don't do that unnecessary curves here. Okay. Now V. V has a V.
Also, which you are writing now.
Sorry, I was not able to get you.
Means which are you writing now? I'm finished writing that.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Let us not interrupt and disturb the class, okay? Once you are finished, you can share me a pic also, okay? Good, thank you. So, here for V, we don't have a curve. We use a we use a slanting line, okay? Not a straight line. We use a slanting line. So, how does V appear? Dot above, slanting line, again a slanting line, a curve. Okay, these are unique alphabets. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, I want to correct something, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine.
Ma'am, we need to write M and N like this. Ma'am, I couldn't write full.
I'll give you all some time for asking your questions. Let us complete the session. Okay. Please have your doubts in hand. We will answer it later. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Ma'am, I couldn't write full.
No problem. Don't waste your time in writing now. Concentrate.
Ma'am,
Yes. Okay, let us continue. W. For W, you start with a curve.
Ma'am?
Down curve. Yes, please come with your question.
Ma'am, writing, I am done.
Okay, no problem. Let us wait for others to complete and listen. Okay? Yes, someone is asking me, ma'am. Please come up with your question, dear.
Ma'am, I am Varshika and joined late. So
Okay.
I don't know what you're writing.
Okay, no problem. Just focus on what I'm doing, Varshika. I'll give a recap. Okay? Do not worry. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. So let us continue, children. We were in W, right? What I've done is taken an up curve, taken a down curve, up curve, went inside and brought the curve outside. Okay? Now next is X. X is again unique. So you have a curve towards your right, towards your left, and you leave it as it is. Okay? Then let us do Y. Place a dot, go up, come down completely, and then leave a curve. Last is Z or Z, isn't it? So place a dot, go till the first blue line, take a curve, come down, stop, take a curve, come down, and then leave a curve. This is the basics for anyone who wants to improve their cursive writing. Okay? Do not lose these basics. If you lose these basics, you will be having a problem. Okay? And most importantly, whoever is having a bad handwriting, whether they are in class 7, class 8, class 9, 10, never matter. This is the way you have to write. So when you are coming for the sessions, or if you all go to anybody else for the sessions also, they'll be asking you to do it on a 4-line and only then start with a 2-line page. Okay? So this is how you write your cursive handwriting. Okay. Now let me tell you all how to, if someone in class 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 wants to improve your writing, what are the simple tricks? Okay. Simple and foremost trick to write on a notebook, that is 2-line notebook, or this is an answer sheet, right? Okay. So start practicing on both simultaneously. Whether you have a 2-line notebook or whether you have a answer sheet, doesn't matter. Both appear to be the same, right? So you should not have any fear in writing inside a notebook and on the answer paper. Okay? Parents, try to give them answer sheets as much as possible once in a week or once in 2 weeks to allow them to practice good and neat handwriting. Okay? Now, I'll tell you all the tips. If your handwriting is bad, do not worry. Go back to the basics for which I taught you. Do these writing, practice it for a month or 2. Okay, slowly, neatly, letter by letter. Okay, and then start writing small words using your cursive writing. So for beginners, especially who want to do their cursive writing, right? What you should do is, you should help the little ones do small word-based writing practice. You should give them small word-based writing practice, like say, ant, bat. So when they are writing these words, small 3-letter, 4-letter words, they start getting the grip, they start getting the curves, and only then they'll be able to write full sentences using cursive writing. Okay? So next, every single day, allow them to practice 5 words or 10 words maximum in cursive. This is the first tip. Second tip to improve your cursive writing is, whenever you start a letter, you should ensure your second letter is always in the same line as the first letter. See, your handwriting should not look bad like this. Okay, this is wrong. You cannot write like this. The size of your second letter, third letter, fourth or fifth, with how many other letters you write in a word, they should always be aligned in the same pattern. Okay. So I'll take a big word, aeroplane. Okay. A, E, R, O, P, L, A, N, and E. So can you see? All these letters are in the same aligned manner. Okay. So how did I achieve that? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, we can't see your paper. It's little light.
Okay, you were not able to see that? Can you see it now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can you see now? I think the others are able to see. Can you show me a thumbs up who else is able to see it properly?
Ma'am, it's a little bit of blur, ma'am.
It's blur, is it? Okay. I think some camera issues, but that's okay. You'll get a recorded session. So if there is any glitches, you can correct it there. Okay. I'll send you all the recorded video also. You don't have to panic. Okay. So now let's take a, okay. We'll take a 6-letter word, butter. Okay. How do you write butter? You start B, U. So U comes at the same height as B. You cannot write it smaller or bigger. Okay. And then T, T, E. When you write E, you should ensure that it is in the same height as B and U. You should not write it like this. Okay. See, like this, like this, like this, and then like this. All this is incorrect method of writing. Okay. You should always keep up to the same height when you're writing these letters. Okay. Only then you will have a neat handwriting. This is tip number 2. Tip number 3. For all these higher class children who want to improve their handwriting, now what you should do is, whenever you're free, start writing from A to Z in a row. Okay. For cursive writing. All right. So I'll show you how that method is. Okay. And most importantly, keep sharpening your pencil. Okay. Don't write with a blunt pencil. That will not help you in the long run. You should always use a sharpened pencil only while writing. Okay. Frequently, you will have to sharpen your pencils. Otherwise, you will not have a neat handwriting. Okay. Fine. So let us see. So one tip is, start with A continuously. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Can you all see this? So whenever you all are free, try to practice your cursive writing in this manner. So you will know how to reach the level, the height. Okay. So keep practicing this way. Okay. 2 to 3 times you practice, you will know where you are going wrong, in which alphabet. Because there will be some kids who write A properly, B properly, but C they would have written this way. Isn't it? Then D would be correct. Then E will be somewhere here. F will be like this. G will look like this. So all these kind of problems can be corrected when you practice this method of writing all the alphabets together. Got it? This is the tip number 3 and the most important tip. Okay? With this, we come to the end of the session. Okay, children? So, I'm here. If you all have any doubts, any questions, I will now allow you all to ask them. So you can start asking your doubts. Do you all have any doubts? Anybody out there having any doubts? You can unmute yourself and ask.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me, ma'am.
No, what's the position of the book? Like my daughter, she keeps it very straight. Like,
Okay. So, okay. They keep it this way. That's what you're saying, right? Straight to them, isn't it? Like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can always keep it a little slanted. Okay, little, not too much. It should go a little slanted. That is acceptable. But when you keep it straight, you also tend to have a stiff grip. Okay, you will not be able to flow your hand easily. So a little slanted will help them.
That's right. Correct. See, you have to. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Anyone else having some questions? Please come up. You can, some of you all can even start posting your questions on the WhatsApp group. I'll answer them now. If you all are not able to unmute yourself, etc., you all can please do that.
Yes,
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, ma'am, my kid handwriting is very slow, ma'am.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to get you. Your voice is breaking, looks like.
ma'am, I cannot do it.
You can post your question in the WhatsApp group, sir. You can type it in the chat box also. If since your voice is.
Sure, ma'am. I will chat in the WhatsApp group, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else with any questions?
The handwriting improved.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, ma'am, you want to improve the writing or sorry, I'm not able to get it.
Yeah. Like alphabets and all, how to get it improved?
How to get it improved. So currently, how does she write? How does he or she write? So with that, I can let you know the thing. So you want to switch on your video and show me how her writing is?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please. We have another 10 minutes left for the session. We'll be winding it up in another 10 minutes, okay? Yeah, you can start asking your questions.
Doing it freely, right?
Yeah.
So how is it going to benefit you, ma'am? Like, no, when it is free, like most of them will join.
That doesn't matter. It's just knowledge sharing, right? So everything can't come with a paid option. So whoever is benefited as much as that I can do, I've done it. That gives me self-satisfaction more. Yeah.
Really, thanks a lot, ma'am. It was really well.
Thank you.
Do you have the sessions, ma'am? Like pay I am ready to pay. Like I want to continue for my 8 years daughter. Like
Sure,
you have
ma'am.
different
Yeah.
So let me know in the group. Okay.
Definitely. I'm unable to get your name. I'm sorry. I think many of them have unmuted themselves. So if you can please ping me on WhatsApp, we will sync. Okay?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Can we have any other
Ma'am.
have doubts? Yeah? Tell me.
Ma'am, when I'm writing cursive, I have little problems when I'm writing capital letters.
Okay. Is this Satyadev?
No, ma'am, it's Manorita.
It's Manorita. Manorita, can you switch on your video, or you want to show your handwriting to me right now?
Here, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, I can.
Okay.
1 minute,
Yeah.
ma'am. I'll just take my books.
Sure. Any other children having some doubts? Yeah, Rajata. Okay.
Ma'am, can you see mine?
Manorita, right?
Ma'am, it's Nishant Srinivas. Can you see mine?
Sorry, Lishant, I'm unable to see you because of some problem with my connections. So, can you tell me what is your doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. 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 There is one person, Ashutosh Tripathi. You are having a problem that your child is slow in writing. Do not worry, ma'am. Like maybe you can sync with me offline. That happens, when they are very slow, all the teachers start complaining, and they are very slow when compared to others. But don't worry, if they have to start writing neatly, they'll be slow initially, but they will improve. So that's what I said. We can sync offline and we can see how to improve in their writing. Okay. Next. Anybody else?
Ma'am, I can show you now.
Yeah, please.
I just took one of the lines I have wrote in my English book.
Okay.
I'll on my camera.
Okay. So if others, you all don't have any questions, you all can drop off. You all can leave the meeting. Okay. Yeah, Manorita, your handwriting is pretty good. You just have to put a little more focus. See, when you have written this word vegetarian, right? You have written V, and then E has become big, correct? So E has to be in the same alignment as V, isn't it? That is the mistake you are having. Apart from that, your handwriting looks neat. So you have to start using the curves at the starting and also end with the curve. That is the only thing you have to change. Apart from that, your handwriting looks very neat. And M also, please correct it. Okay, M doesn't start with a curve. My daughter also used to do the same mistake. Okay, so you have to start above. Otherwise, it will look like a different alphabet and you will start losing marks for your spellings. Okay, Manorita?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I just have one more doubt. That is the S. I am confused with how to write S.
With your cursive?
Yes.
You are not able to write S. Okay. I'll just share a video separately with you, Manorita. You can ask your mother to ping me. I'll just take that S video alone and share it with you. Okay?
Hello. Excuse me.
Fine. Any other students having doubts? Yes,
excuse me, ma'am.
Neha?
Yeah.
Yeah, Neha.
I would like to show you the writing of my child.
Yes, please, ma'am. I'll just pause my video for a minute because my charge is a little low. I'll just connect my charger. I'm just pausing my video, but we can still keep talking. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can you see?
Yes, I'm able to see. Okay. She is into which class?
Yeah. She is in class 1.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
How to improve her handwriting?
Okay. Ma'am, I think your video, right? I mean, the book is tilted. So can you put it straight for me on the other angle? Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll connect the charger and get back. Just a couple of minutes. I'll be back. I'm connecting my charger. Just a couple of minutes, please. Yeah. So who was talking to me right now?
Yeah, Neha.
Yeah, Neha, ma'am. Can you please tilt the book the other way? Yes, that's fine. Yeah, tilt it. Yeah. So she's having a pretty good handwriting, but see, that is the problem that she's having is I was unable to cover the capital cursive writing today because of the duration of time was little less. Okay. So this capital letter, that is M, and her name as well, right? That has to be corrected. That is the first step. Okay. I'll actually share a video for the capital cursive writing, which I've been able to cover today. So if she's able to grasp that properly, she'll be able to do good. And this is all split writing, right? Right now she's having a split writing.
Yes.
That is a block writing.
Yes.
So she's doing it pretty well. That's what I understand. But a little more, I mean, the word name looks very good, but the word is, right? Because that S, as I told you, has to go a little towards your left and then come towards your right and again stop towards your left. So that much you can ensure. Otherwise, she's having a good handwriting. She'll improve. Don't worry.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. That's okay. Anybody else having any questions?
Ma'am, when we are writing in cursive, we need to write a cursive handwriting straight, right, ma'am?
Not necessary. Okay, I'm actually not getting your question exactly. What is your doubt? You want to do it straight or you want to do it slanted?
No, ma'am. When we are writing in cursive, should we write it straight or we can write it little slantly?
Okay, you can do both. My daughter has a straight cursive writing. Okay, I have a slanted cursive writing. So both are fine. You can do both. There's no worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anybody else who wants to ask any questions? Thank you, Adisha. Thank you for your comments. Yeah. Is there anyone else who wants to ask any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we wind up the session? Are there any, let me just wait if someone posted me any details on the WhatsApp group, and then we will wind up with the session. The complete session will be available to you all on the YouTube. Okay. I will record it. I've already recorded it. So it will be uploaded onto the YouTube. Anybody else out there who wants to ask questions? Last call.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, thank you.
Okay, fine then. Thank you everybody for joining the session. I hope it was helpful to you all. Okay. Let us catch up. If you all have any doubts, feel free to be available on the group and post questions. Okay. I'll be available anytime to answer you all. Okay.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, Manorita. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Sumita. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Manorita.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.